Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Flash Season 9 trailer. They just released the new trailer. I'm so excited to break it down, so if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay, so I'm currently away and I don't have my main microphone. I'm not in my main setup, so I apologize if my microphone audio is a little bit different, but you're gonna have to bear with me for now. So literally when I went to bed last night and woke up, they released the trailer, so I totally missed it last night. However, I saw it in the morning and I watched it, and it's a really good teaser. It's a short promo. It's what I expected and what I told you guys in the past like few months to expect, like a 30-second promo, and then they'll release a bigger trailer a bit closer to the time. And so this trailer's got everyone hyped and talking about it, so hopefully you guys are watching this and you want to stick around for the rest of the season, because we're going to be covering the Flash Season 9 all the way until it ends. Obviously that's going to be the series finale, so this year is going to be a huge year for us on the channel covering the Flash, so please be sure to stick around. So that's why turning on notifications is very important, because you'll be notified whenever I make a new video. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So remember, the Flash is premiering its final season, aka Season 9, but they are advertising it as the final season, which I think is definitely a good job, because I believe they advertise like Supergirl and stuff as, you know, Season 6 rather than always just the final season. And I think that's a good marketing ploy, considering it's going to be literally the final episodes. But anyway, so new episodes start on Wednesday, February 8th at 8/7 Central on the CW. So it's going to be on a Wednesday. Superman and Lois is in fact on a Tuesday. That's going to be tomorrow's video, because we got news of the premiere date for Superman and Lois Season 3, along with a first look at the new Jonathan Kent, who has been recast. But anyway, let's go back onto this Flash trailer. So yeah, February 8th on a Wednesday, that's important for you guys to note. But let's go ahead and jump into breaking down this trailer. So the first shot in the trailer is a typical shot for the Flash and releasing trailers. It's a shot of Star Labs and it's in the same kind of condition. But one notable thing and one big difference in this trailer is they've added the bars to the top, so they've changed the aspect ratio. So normally the Flash is in standard 16:9, which is like full screen, full HD, basically that means. So it covers your whole screen. But it seems with this final season they are going full Superman Lois, and they're going with the same aspect ratio as Superman Lois, so that's why the black bars are there. Now I wonder if this is just for the trailer and this is something that Nexstar has asked them to implement to make it seem, I don't know, a little bit more like Superman Lois, say, or it's a choice by Eric Wallace and the crew that worked on the Flash, obviously the people in creative control of it, that they want to have the final season be a bit more epic, because it's kind of an ongoing thing that people assume black bars mean it's more epic, even though literally it just means like you're seeing less of an image and it seems a bit wider. It doesn't actually do too much to the image, considering that they're probably shooting this in the same kind of format that they shot before. Anyway, that's just like a thing that I noticed in the trailer, that they changed the aspect ratio. But let's go into the first shot with Grant Gustin as Barry for his final season. So here we are, we're in presumably a lab, I guess it's Star Labs, and the light outside is very blue, so maybe it's at night, but there is flashes of red lightning, and we are shooting through a window, so you can presume we're on the outside and he's looking at something, and I have no idea what this flashing red light could be, but you could presume it's like a warning sign, maybe from Star Labs, or it's something to do with, you know, the meta coming in, or whoever is attacking Star Labs, I guess. They don't really give away much in that first shot, apart from it being like a cool color scheme. And so in the voice overlay, Joe says, "You've been through a lot in the last 9 years, and I'm very proud of you." That's the way that the trailer starts. And then we get a shot of Barry's hand with Iris, and obviously this is just like in their apartment. Then you get that shot of Joe where his voice dialogue ends, and so Joe is just, you know, patting Barry on the shoulder. Maybe they've defeated a villain in this specific episode. And also you have to remember, this isn't just episode 1. It seems this footage is from like the first 4 episodes or so, maybe 5. But they have excluded Red Death from this trailer, obviously because they don't want to expose all their plans as of right now. Like, this is just a teaser, it's a promo. that will lead towards a big trailer, probably about a month before The Flash airs. But then we get the next shot, and we have this, it's like a meeting outside, it's totally rainy, like it's in the middle of the night at like some bar. It seems this is Pied Piper. I could be totally wrong about that, because I kind of forgot what weapon Pied Piper uses, because I know he has his kind of like sonic powers, and I'm pretty sure he uses gloves normally like Cisco used to do. So I wonder what this weapon is. Maybe it's something like that's specifically modified for this instance, but it looks like he's in fact meeting the new Captain Boomerang, who we see in a later shot. We'll get to that and we'll talk more about Captain Boomerang in a minute. But then we get Barry. He's waking up in the middle of the night. He's had a nightmare. Don't know what this nightmare is about, but the lighting's pretty cool and it seems way moodier than normally the Flash is. And then we go on to a very interesting thing, probably the most interesting thing for me in the entire trailer, and it's Barry saying, I need your help to save the world. And he's in the middle of a forest and he's looking up, like he's not looking at a person that's like his height or beneath his height. It's someone much bigger than him. And who lives in the forest? Who is bigger than Barry and has basically had a relationship with Barry in the past? Well, it's most likely to be Gorilla Grodd. Like, that's my number one theory. Like, that came straight to my head as soon as I saw this shot. And so obviously the question is, why would Grodd help him? Or is this like, you know, one of the other people from Grodd's world? But, you know, Grodd specifically has a relationship with the Flash in the past, and maybe something has changed with him and Barry needs his help very badly to save the world. And obviously this season, at least for the first graphic novel, Barry's going to be taking down the rogues with Captain Boomerang, Pied Piper, the Hotness, Goldface and everything. Like, I don't know if they're specifically all going to be in the rogues, but some of them definitely are. And so that's what they've teased in the synopsis that we talked about the other day. And so I wonder if Grodd is going to help Barry take them down, or is he going to help take Red Death down? That is the question, because I don't know what episode this specific shot is in. It could totally be like a later episode where Barry needs his help to take down Red Death, but it could just be the rogues. Okay, so then we get the next shot. This is in like Chester's room in Star Labs, and it's just teasing the premiere date. So Wednesday, February 8th. Note it down, write it in your diaries. I'm going to be covering the Flash's premiere episode for the final season, of course, right after the episode airs. We're going to do a review and a breakdown all in one straight after, so be on the lookout for that on February 8th next year. Okay, so the next shot, we have the return of Pied Piper. Now, Hartley hasn't been around too much in the whole of the Flash's 9 seasons, but he's popped up now and again. Obviously he was there at the start, he was quite prominent. That's when he made his turn to kind of the dark side. Then we got him more recently and he made a good turn, and now it seems he is slipping back into that world, and he says, I have nothing to live for, as you see this shot in the trailer. And so obviously Barry's trying to help him in this case because he doesn't want him to slip away, basically. And so I don't know if this is like an effect of crisis, or this is just him changing his mind. Maybe he's been approached by the new leader of the rogues and it was an offer that he had to accept, and so he's gone out, he's maybe committed a crime or two, but now he kind of questions it, and so now he thinks he has nothing to live for because, you know, maybe he's made this deal with the devil. Maybe it's Red Death, maybe it's Captain Boomerang. We don't know who's in charge of the rogues, but Barry is here and he's going to obviously try and bring him back to the good side. And I really like this lighting. It's very blue. Like I said earlier, I don't know exactly where they are, but it seems like it could be in some sort of lab because there's quite a lot of lights on in the background, so maybe Star Labs, maybe somewhere else. So here we go. This is Captain Boomerang, the new Captain Boomerang. He's probably not going to be Digger Harkness, who we've seen in the past in the Arrowverse. Obviously he came up in the Flash, but he was also in Arrow. And so we've had some theories about like what character this specifically is. Is this like a new post-crisis version of the character? Is it a multiversal thing, like a character from another Earth? Or my best theory is this is probably the son of the original Captain Boomerang, and so he's come to kind of do his father's work, I guess. And so I have no idea what's going on in this shot, but it's some sort of like melted metal plate, and he's presumably breaking into something. Okay, so we have Barry and Iris out on the field together, and they are facing off against Captain Boomerang, and he's in his classic kind of get up with the blue hat and jacket. And if you look at the top right corner of the screen, you can see that there is some sort of device on this truck, and it seems like this is what Captain Boomerang is trying to get, and Barry and Iris are trying to stop him. There's probably a specific reason why Iris is here with Barry. Potentially this could be the episode where Nia shows up, when Iris and Nia are working together. But I kind of doubt it, because I think the focus is going to be on the rogues. However, that's just like an idea of mine. But like I said before, I have no idea what this machine is, but it's obviously something very significant. Okay, so then we move on. We have Barry clenching his fist in the evening, in the nighttime. So I presume this is in his apartment, and he's got his Speed Force Lightning going around his hand. Maybe there is an intruder. That seems like what's going on there. Then we have a shot of Barry in a bar with Mark, and Mark is angry. Barry's trying to hold him back. It seems like something has gone wrong with Frost, or Caitlin, obviously, because Caitlin was the one that went inside that pod at the end of last season. So I think this is an answer to what's happened to Caitlin. Probably something bad has happened. You can see in the next shot, actually, it continues and goes back to that. I don't know if this was the shot at the end of last season or not, but nevertheless, this is Caitlin in the machine. What do you guys think is actually going on? Is she going to become Frost? Is she going to be like a mix of Caitlin and Frost? Or is she going to become something entirely different? That is the question. Okay, so now we get some interesting shots with new villains. Obviously, not all of them are new, but you're seeing them for the first time in this new season is what I mean. So we have Goldface, who is returning. This is from a later episode, I think episode 4 or 5 of the season. Presumably, he might be a part of the Rogues. And so obviously this is like Eric Wallace's go-to guy. He loves Goldface, even though Goldface is like a pure meme in the Flash community. Anyway, so that's a shot of him. And then we have, you know, this crazy kind of Spectre looking person in Star Labs. I love the effect that they put on this footage as they tease all of these villains in this like very fast, rapid montage. That's why it says blink on the screen, like blink or you miss it. And so do you guys think this could be the Spectre? I mean, it doesn't look very green, his suit, to me, so I'm gonna probably say no, but he looks weirdly similar. Anyway, like he's completely blacked out, so you can't see his face. But I have a question, because the next shot you get to see someone completely new. This is a new villain, but he looks like he could be the person under the hood. That definitely could be him. And so this person seemingly is Murmur from the comics. So Murmur, and I'll give you like a brief kind of background story on him, is a serial killer called Michael Christian Amar. And so he's an enemy to the Flash, but he was a surgeon in the past. He went insane, and that's kind of where he started to become the supervillain known as Murmur. At one point he cut out his tongue and he sewed his lips shut, and that's why he has that weird mask on his face, and basically he's just insane. So pretty cool to see him. I would presume it's him. It looks most similar to him compared to anyone else from the comics. I mean, look at the mask on the screen here. Like, he sewed it up. This is pretty much confirmed to be Murmur, and I think he's going to be a cool new addition to the Rogues gallery of villains that the Flash has amassed over its 9 seasons. And so it seems like in the same episode, because it's the very same blue lighting in Star Labs, we have a shot of Chester, and he's communicating with Barry and the team about what's going on, and you get this shot of Barry running. I don't know if this is new or not. It looks somewhat familiar, but it could totally be new. It's just a cool shot of him running. And then one of the final shots, we have 2 final shots here, is of Barry and Iris seemingly in like a bar or a club or something. Because of the lighting, you can kind of presume that. But everything is like really blue once again, but also purple. And so it seems like they're having a normal good time, I guess. So pretty cool to see them like being human beings rather than just like work, 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 work. So yeah, this is some leisure time, I guess, unless it's for a mission. And so let's move on to the final shot of the trailer. This is of Barry, and again, blue lighting, so we can presume most of these are from the same episodes, but this is in Star Labs as he is dressed up in the Flash suit and goes to face off whoever is in Star Labs. So I would presume he's probably facing off against Murmur. Again, I have to emphasize, I don't know what episode these specific shots are from. They could be different episodes, they could be the same episodes, but I'm going to presume Murmur is one episode, and I'm going to presume Captain Boomerang is one episode, and then also like Goldface is going to be a different episode. So I think they've amassed footage from like 3 episodes, maybe the first 3 episodes of the entire season. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this trailer breakdown and you want to see more videos like this, I upload pretty much daily. Please be sure to subscribe if you aren't subscribed yet. Also turn on notifications to not miss any videos, because YouTube will notify you when I upload. Normally upload around this time every day, so about 8 PM UK time. And for you Americans out there, that is about 3 PM going on towards about like 6 PM Eastern Standard Time, so translate it to wherever you're from. But for now, I wanted to just remind you guys that we have a special offer going on my merchandise. Today is the final day that you can get in on it, so please be sure to buy 2 or more items from the store in the description below if you want to support the channel, but also be sent a special Arrowverse gift in the post by me that's going to be signed and sent to you. So for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see